Trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What's over there? Nigga, don't move. I'm gonna use both of them bitches tonight, so I'm just letting you know.
Yo, Mike 52, Mike 52. He can't hang. He's not gonna get me. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the curve.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5.
Talking about whatever.
In terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Come on, give me this. Let's go.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending
Stupid
their
ass
opening
fucking
drive
game.
in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Wait, that. Wait, put it. 58, right there. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 36, 36. Check. Crunch, crunch. Sugar, sugar. Check safety, check. Hey, high 7. 58, come on. 58, come on. Check it, reload.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back, back, back.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Hey, check it. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, orbit. 58, the Mike. Go Bandit. Here we go. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wide, 80. I got Shadow. Go Bandit.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
We're going to get a delay.
Fuck.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of
ideal?
ideal?
Oh, my God, this fullback all in my way.
1-yard line on the other side of the field.
All
yes,
in
exactly
my fucking
right.
way.
So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Undercrush, alpha. Hey, Haywood. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Huh? All right.
Flag 20.
All right.
Check 9. Rip.
Who?
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up
Look
now.
at this shit. I'm all the way back here.
Surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here.
Go, go. It's running. It's running.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football.
Let me be on the game and please,
Got it with a 1st and 10. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
Watch the ship. 49. Hey, Charlie. 58 the mic. 58.
Brady going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Easy. 58
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Go 50. Smooth. Alert.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's checking crap. Hey, 66.
Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job, because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56.
On 2nd and a yard. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The field position game such an overlooked facet, Charles.
I don't know why this league getting so blessed.
Pinned back. What an ideal
I don't know
punt.
why this league gets so
punt,
blessed
and
with
it
these
leads to
fucking
that
punts.
term complementary football, because them doing
You know how to
that
punt, but you
puts
don't
their
got no
defense in a
offense.
great
Come on,
spot,
my
doesn't
nigga.
it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be
Jesus.
aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, and it's Pollard again. He's got a first down past the 30. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady gives to Michelle. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Right, 58, right there.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 50.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Slam. Shoot. Watch twist. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Time to go, night. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Been a long game for you.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. Flushed out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. 15. Yellow. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the 1st half. They try again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
This nigga's a
So a
dummy.
couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
58, boy, 58. 58 is Mike.
Five.
Check curls. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go, 58 is the Mike. You don't want none of it.
Pick up ramp.
Here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On the draw, it's Pollard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 24, check 24.
Check it, reload.
They'll run with Michelle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
Target. Wide.
72.
They'll run it here. This is James White. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cook twisting away. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining, still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Yellow.
Let's go, D. Check it back.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
Check me out. Shift. Motion.
They run it again with Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 19-yard line.
Yellow. On the wall, ladies.
Watch QB drop.
Motion.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch.
Hey, 66.
I got him. That's me. 58. Alert.
From the gun, it's Brady. To Gordon, out left. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Wait, set. 53.
Watch the screen. Check three.
53 in now.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, Wahoo.
What we got?
Brady now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. 10 more there and another first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Watch the slant. Motion. Kill. Shift.
I said zombies.
218, chopper. Shadow.
Banjo. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All day, dog.
To throw again. Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No, 66. Alert. Hey, Echo. Hey, ball 66.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Check 15. Bang, 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 bang. Slam. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Let's go.
Two draw Corker. Ball 50. Alert.
Huh?
Double up. He's coming.
Who gave me some money?
Hey, Foxtrot.
I don't know, nigga. I don't know.
Check it.
I don't know.
Now Brady again.
Oh my God! I'm
Flag
just.
comes
Come
in
on,
as
man.
Edmund
Edelman got to
falls
beat that,
incomplete.
man. Edelman got to
Let's see
beat
who
that.
this is on. Clearly
Edelman got to
wasn't
beat
outside
that.
of the tackle
Edelman got to
box.
beat that
There's your
press.
penalty.
And accompanying
Edelman
that
gotta
penalty,
beat that shit.
a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. 56, Mike, 56.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Mike, shelter.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Go, Bandit.
Brady to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman.
Go for the fucking pick.
9 yards.
Fuck.
And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the Patriots, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
My shit just cut off. These niggas is monsters. It's just straight monsters. Fucking assholes.
Infrastructure or business you have, the quality control department is like the last part before it's given. I would say, like, if you're making a car, building a car, right? And before it goes into production or goes out on the street where a consumer can buy it, the quality control department must go through it. Okay. So, with that being said, I feel like with us, it stands for being the best and making sure everything is complete, everything is there before we give it to the customer receives it. Exactly. So another question for you, Coach K, would be when you were managing artists, because I know a few of the artists that you manage, you know, you can tell the people how that prepares you for where you are today. Like those ups and downs, those, you know, those road trips, those, you know, learning how to move, who to move with. I mean, I think being a manager taught me a lot. Because being a manager for artists, you have to go out there and create work for your artists. You know what I mean? Like, and for any young manager out here, you really have to believe and have passion in you so strong that really your life don't even exist no more. You know I'm saying? You have to put all your energy and everything that you do into the artist to get them to pop. With that being said, coming up, shit, what y'all see now was it's been 22 years of hard work, man. Like, when I first started,